Hey, hello everyone. Sean Symons, PPG Grandpa. Welcome to a bonus podcast. I guess this is episode 49. So we're going to do a quick bonus episode 49. This is not on video. This is actually just an audio podcast because Mark and Amy George came over all the way from Texarkana to this little place called Conway, Arkansas, where I reside with my wonderful wife and some dogs. Yay, dogs. Woo, woo, woo. Golf clap. But anyways, everyone, welcome, Mr. What's your name?
Mark George.
And what's your name?
Amy George.
All right. See, we already know everything. But anyways, they came all the way over here just to hang out with me today. And we decided to go for a little XC. Now, this XC was a little bit further than you normally fly, right? I mean, you don't fly usually XCs, do you?
Yeah, I mean, I do them a little bit. I mean, I've done them with Doug and Kyle, and I mean, I've done some little mini stuff. I haven't done any like really miles and miles and miles, but yeah, today was fun.
See, I thought he was going to say, "Oh, I came here just to fly XCs with you because I've never done it before."
Yeah. Well, I haven't done one over the landscape that I did today, so it was a little different. The mountainous region and all that. Yes.
Well, we had such a good time. We actually were going to go from the Conway airport all the way to PPG, which was about, I think, 50 miles round trip ish, but we stopped a little bit short. Just for a little bit. And I think that Mark has a little story that he wants to tell.
Well, I don't know if I want to tell it or not, but now that you've put me on the spot.
No, I'm not going to put you on the spot. Nothing happened. We flew all the way to PPG. And that's it.
My hands were getting cold, okay? My hands were getting cold. I couldn't turn my gloves on. I landed in the field thinking, I'll turn my gloves on, I'll set my wing up, and I'll take back off. And 4 failed launches later, I got off the ground.
But wait. You went down in a field that was not like a sod farm. Oh. It had something in it that was not fun to play around with. What was that?
So I don't even know what it was. I just know there was a bunch of stalks sticking up out of the ground, and every time I would go to take off, they were grabbing my lines. So basically that was a problem. It kept crevassing my wing on one side. Then I got stalks in the lines, as I noticed. So finally I just said, forget it, and I finally got off the ground, and I had stalks in my lines, and I flew with them.
I noticed that on the flight back you had that there.
I guess it disappeared because I didn't see it, but then I seen something else in my lines that were weird looking. It looked like spider webs.
Through a bunch of spider webs. I think a bunch of spider babies must have flown up because we went through a lot. And you looked up over at the lines, and all you saw was the spider webs. I mean, from the risers all the way up to the glider.
That was weird. I thought because of the stalks and everything that it had ripped my lines up and my lines were fraying. That's what I thought.
That would have been awful, but did you check all your lines? Everything all right?
No, I just flew. I didn't care.
Oh, you didn't care?
No, I don't care. Call me Woody Hayes.
Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Since I have not been on Facebook, I don't see him flying anymore because I normally... There's something going on with my phone. I don't know what it is, but... For some reason, Facebook app and the Messenger app does not work on my phone anymore. So I'm trying to get all the footage off my phone so I could wipe it clean and then start it fresh again.
Maybe it had something to do with you dropping it twice from 5,000 feet.
Oh, that could be a possibility. In case y'all didn't know...
Shots fired.
Absolutely. In case y'all did not know, I actually dropped my phone not once, not twice. I think it's actually 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
But the two that come to mind are the ones that fell about 5,000 feet. The other one wasn't all that bad. It was only about like 1,000 feet. But I ended up finding them using, my wife's phone and Find My Friends and my Apple Watch and calling it a bunch of times. Thank goodness I take off and have a full battery, or else that would have not happened. That's why now when my phone rings, it flashes. because when next time it falls, right?
It might be dark.
and it's gonna get dark. And when I call, it will be flashing. So
There it is, right down there.
I know, right? So that's the whole idea. But yeah, nothing happened. No scratches, no breaks, nothing. It looks absolutely wonderful. So
that was a good flight today, right?
it was wonderful. I did not drop a phone.
Didn't drop a phone, didn't crash, didn't tear anything up.
No. I don't know how long it was that I was flying around you, trying to get you taken back off again, but
Probably 20 minutes. I was probably there 20 minutes at least.
I would
least.
I would agree at least 20 minutes. We need to look at my footage and see how long that actually was, which I'll be posting up soon on ppggrandpa.com.
Yeah.
You got I think you got the voice. Try it again.
ppggrandpa.com.
I'm gonna keep that, and that's gonna be
You're crazy.
that's gonna be my intro.
But it doesn't sound the same as it does through my mic.
Your mic is amazing. I mean,
My mic is so amazing that the girls heard you talk about how amazing my mic was. We had to buy them those for Christmas.
really,
Both have the Yeti mics now.
wow! I know what I want for Christmas.
Yeti Blue. They're awesome. They are.
So let's talk with your wife for a little bit, Amy.
Let's talk about these burgers you made us.
Let's talk.
You came home. He cooked us a meal after flying all day. He put his apron on and he cooked us some hamburgers and some French fries.
Did you see what the apron said?
No. What did the apron say?
I don't know. I thought you saw it. It says ppggrandpa.com.
But we did have some awesome dessert, and I'll let you talk about that.
Well, Amy is really awesome. But didn't you get like a wing? Let's talk about her wing and stuff first.
I was going to get her a ring for Christmas. And then I was like, man, I don't want to do that because if I'm out here trying to get her a ring, I would have to wing it on my own. So I got her a wing instead.
Ba-dum-bum.
Bump.
It's like, would you like a ring or a wing? And you're like,
Wing.
you'd rather have a wing than a ring.
Yeah, I even told him that too.
Wow. So you married a woman that would rather have fabric than jewelry.
Yep.
I'm super fine with that because I have the most supportive wife in this sport.
Oh, and he's an athlete, so you're an athletic supporter.
Yeah, that's it.
I do run. I ran my butt off today because there was no wind.
Oh yeah. So how was your takeoff?
Takeoff was fine. It was the landings because I'm flying that F1. It was trimmed in all the way, and I still had to turn around a couple times to stay with you because I was leaving you.
And you had the Adam 80, and I had a Moser 185.
Yep, I was flying an Adam 80 and an F1 22 meter. 22 meter.
But how much do you weigh?
I only weigh 165. So I'm on the low end of the wing loading on that. I probably should be flying a 20, but I feel comfortable on the 21.
I heard Amy say something.
He's actually 171.
What? 171?
Okay, so I'm fat.
And I'm 260 pounds, and I'm flying a 28 meter, and you were kicking my butt.
I was hauling butt, dude. On the landing, I had to run it out. I wasn't expecting all that. I haven't landed the F1 in Neil wind really that much. I've always had a little bit, but I knew as soon as I put my feet on the ground, I was fixing to have to run that thing out because it was moving.
So you normally fly at the beach though, right?
No, we're in Northeast Texas, so we're getting a little bit of everything. It's Neil wind. Sometimes it's windy, sometimes it's not. We've had to learn reverse kiting, forward launches, all of it. So, it's it's a smorgasbord of weather. If you don't like it, hang around for 5 minutes because it'll change.
Kind of sounds like it was today. It was like Neil wind, and as soon as we decided to pack up, we had a really nice laminar wind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, after, we did that little cross across the Arkansas River there, and then we started coming back, and we hit that little levee, and it started getting a little bouncy, and I didn't like it. So I just stayed with that and made it back. And
This was your first midday flight?
first midday flight, yes. That is my first midday flight. Correct.
And Doug Hargis, when I was over there in Louisiana, I got him to do his very first midday flight.
What did he think? Because he's kind of a conservative pilot like me.
Believe it or not, he said that he loved it. He's going to do more of it.
Well, I probably will too, but I will always, again, I fly on the buddy system, so I won't be doing it by myself.
So you never flown just with yourself as far as like just going out and flying. You always had somebody there. Even if you just go to the LZ and buzz around the LZ, you still have somebody there?
Yeah. I don't, I just feel more secure if I have somebody with me because anything can happen. I mean, you have your phone on you. Anything could happen. You could crash and bust your phone up and break your spine and you're paralyzed. You can't move. And if nobody knows where you're at, I mean, you're going to lay there till somebody either finds you or some animal comes by and eats you.
That's why the only times he's gone by himself, I'm with him, videoing him.
Yeah. And then I do buzz the LZ and stuff, but I'd still have somebody with me.
Now you know with your Skyfly High that your flight is tracked, and she can watch in real time what you're doing and where.
No, I didn't know that.
It didn't help that paraglider they found dead days later by the tree.
I don't think that he had the Fly Sky High
I
on.
thought he had some type of GPS tracker.
GPS tracker and all that, but the transfer and all that had died when he crashed. So that's again, you can have all the electronic devices you can, but if you crash bad enough and destroy that device, then what?
Your phone high enough.
And usually with me, I'm traveling to go fly, so I'm at least going at least the minimum 45 minutes to go fly with a group of people. So she knows that I'm not going to be home till probably 10:30 at night. So if I leave at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I go by myself, and I have a crash, and I'm going to lay out there till 10:30 or 11 before anybody starts coming and looking for me.
Dogs. Bad dogs. Stop growling when we're doing podcasts here.
I just feel like it's safer to fly the buddy system. I know there's a lot of guys out there that like to do their solo flights and all that, but we're all different pilots. So I'm just a conservative, safe pilot.
Well, I mean, the first 6 months, I did the same thing. I would only go out with people because I don't know, because I just didn't feel secure enough. I didn't feel like, I felt like you. It's like, well, what would happen if? And I think the biggest thing is, what would happen if I had to land out someplace? Now, the only remember when my exhaust broke and then it, chipped the prop? I landed out right next to the road. Matter of fact, it was right down from the pumpkin patch that we flew over. And some guy in a truck came by and said, "Hey, you need a lift?" And I'm like, "Sure." And we actually became pretty good friends. Well, go figure.
That's a platform to make new friends, I guess.
Have you ever made friends by landing out someplace? No, because you actually have friends that you fly with.
That's right.
Yeah, that's cool. I wonder how many guys, if you're listening to this right now, just for fun, go to ClearPropTV.com. That is our Facebook page for our podcast, the ones that we normally do on Monday nights, and leave a comment and let us know, do you go out with just friends and friends only, or do you go out and fly, just with yourself, like going out and go XC or something, or even buzz the LZ, without other people? It'd be pretty interesting to find out. Now, Amy, you started not flying, but you started with your very new wing, not ring, recently, and you started to kite. How have you done so far kiting? How do you like it?
Now I like it just fine. Before I was frustrated. Last year, first time to kite was in Sycamore, Louisiana. Of course, on the beach with some wind and on a little speed wing. And so I thought, I can do this. This is going to be great. And then we went to Spring Hill, Louisiana a few weeks after that on his air mattress wing, Power Atlas.
What was it?
Edel Power Atlas.
It's an air mattress. It's big and heavy. And
It's so funny. I call big and heavy ones an Afghan on rope.
Yeah, we
so we had
That's
some
funny.
good wind that day. So it kind of picked me up. He said, "Okay, we're finished with that lesson today." And then, let's see, didn't kite anymore for a while, focused on Mark and his flying and had fun videoing him and watching him and everything. And
Then you did your couple tandems.
and then, we went to Galveston
Last July 4th.
and went up with Breezy, Houston PPG. I was scared because I hate heights now. I hate roller coasters now. But I told Mark on the way down there.
But you haven't always hated roller coasters and stuff like
Not when I
that.
was younger, but the older I get, I've hated them for the last 15 years. Terrified. And I don't like to fly. I don't know what kind of day the pilot's having. So it's the whole, lack of control thing, I guess. I don't know.
Are you talking about commercial flights?
Yes, those two. So I told him if they're doing tandem, I'm going up. But then it got closer and I was getting nervous. My hands were sweating. I didn't know if I was going to trip and fall on my face, taking off or landing. Didn't know if I was going to have a panic attack in the air. And if I did, what was going to do. And Mark said, it's going to be like you're just floating in a lawn chair. I'm thinking, oh, great, I'm in a lawn chair in the air. That's going to be even better. So I got up there and was, again, on the beach with wind, easy to get up, a couple of steps, did everything they told me to do, and loved it, smiled the whole time, smiling when I came down. And I was like, okay, I want to do this. And then the cost of, having a paramotor is expensive. I thought, there's no way we can both do this. But then so a year went by, not doing anything, not really kiting, having trouble, switchy winds, and then my only success reverse kiting has been at the beach. Mm-hmm. So that more times I do it, I get the fever. And Paramotor Party is my third time to tandem with Matt Minyard. I went up with him. And he was brave enough to let me have the throttle and gave me a little lesson on how to do the throttle. And then he said, okay, now take the brakes. I'm like, how am I going to get all this in one hand? But loved it, laser focused. I was nervous butterflies with the throttle because I'm like, if I screw up, we're going down. Loved it though. And I came down smiling, bugs in my teeth because I smiled the whole time. And I was like, okay, well, I'm doing this. So, and then with him wanting to start the business, make it more affordable for people. They pay all this money to go to school, then they have no money for equipment. So, and he wanted to get me a new ring. It's like, nope, I want a wing. I want to fly. It's my turn now. So, and then got my wing for Christmas. And
Congratulations.
I know.
What'd you get?
I got a charger. So.
By who?
By who what?
Who makes the charger?
Well, I don't know. What do you want me to say? Mac Para?
That's right. What size is it?
It's a 21 meter. And because Nadine and Mark Murphy and I harassed you when we went to Galveston a few weeks ago because I had success on her charger. And before that, Quintana, we went to Quintana in November, I guess it was.
Yeah.
That's the other time I tried to kite on the beach, of course. It'd been a while.
Yeah, you did a little bit there, didn't you? Yeah.
Nadine gave me some tips, and that made more sense because what everybody else tries to give me tips that doesn't click in my head because I've had no formal training. I just want to do it.
Right.
And then had some success forward launch. Well, not launch, just kiting because I'm not going up without a motor. So that made me feel good. And then you were awesome today, helping me out too.
Who was?
You were.
What? I was? Aw, thank you.
So, and then Mark Murphy was great. Give me some tips when we were in Galveston about, because they would tell me last year, you're pulling too much brake. I'm like in my head, I don't know what that means and what that looks like. I'm a visual person. So Mark Murphy gave me a good tip saying, pretend like you're punching, just like little short punches. So in my head, I was going, okay, punch, 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 punch. And that kept it up. And so just a little bit here and there. But Matt Minyard says if he gets me in the air again and I just fly around for an hour with the throttle on the brakes, he said, you're fine. Because he kept saying, you're doing an awesome job and everything. So for some reason, he thinks taking off a landing's not a big deal.
Well, it's Matt Minyard. Yeah. It's Matt Minyard. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm terrified at the thought until I have like lots of lessons with somebody for like a week straight instead of just 20 minutes here, 15 minutes there, just learning on my own.
And then a year break, and then she gets to do it again. It's just, with starting the business, and my flying I haven't been flying as much as I used to.
You're a pro.
I used to fly almost every day, in the summertime especially. And then we started the business, and it's like, I don't have time. I have to deal with the business. So that's why I needed help, and I've got a partner, and we're going to get going after the first year and get a bunch of new stuff on the website and get Amy's Parachick pies taking off. Sean, you had one of her Parachick pies. What do you think?
Oh, my God. Well, first of all, I have stopped eating sugar for a while. So it's been about 3 months since I stopped eating sugar, and that was awful. Trying to get away from sugar. So she said that she is making these pies. She's giving a bunch away on one of our podcasts when we did the Resurgence PPG, trying to fund them. And I said that I wanted a pie, but I want to do sugar free. I didn't know that you actually did sugar free. You don't do sugar free, do you?
No, you're my guinea pig.
So apparently I'm her guinea pig. And she brought down a sugar free chocolate. What is it exactly?
It's supposed to be chocolate fudge, but it's more like chocolate brownie.
It was a chocolate fudge. I mean, it was really
Fudgy
chocolate.
brownie pie.
Yeah, really, really super good. And so we had dinner, my burgers and French fries, and it was really good. I'm like, okay, I got to have some room for this. And how much of this pie did I eat? I don't even know.
Half.
3/4 is gone.
3/4 of the pie is gone.
No, but I would never eat that much pie.
Well, you're right. Robbie had a quarter of it.
She had half a slice or something, but
Half of a half.
But it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and thank you very much for bringing it down.
welcome.
And I truly appreciate it. That was so good. Come the first year, I'm not going to be doing any more fake sugar or real sugar. I'm staying off the caffeine and a bunch of other things too.
What about monk fruit?
I do like the monk fruit, but I want to stay away from all fake stuff. I want to just do meat and veggies come the first of the year, nothing else. Just drink water. Just try for at least 100 days.
Okay, but is monk fruit? That's not fake, is it?
It's
It's a fruit, right? Fruit.
no, I believe monk fruit is like an erythritol with another type of sweetener.
Well,
I think it's a mixture.
what about agave?
Agave is sugar, and
It's from cactus. It's natural.
well,
Still
so sugar.
All sugar,
sugar-
natural, and everything.
Well, sugar is from sugar cane, and that's all natural.
Yeah.
Sugar.
So no honey, nothing. Okay.
Trying to stay away from all that stuff that can cause me to. Well, at the beginning of the year, I was under 200 pounds, and now I'm 260. And that's because I was eating whatever I wanted to, whenever I wanted to, and I really started getting addicted to the sugar. But I need to break free. Anyway, thank you very much for the sugar-free pie. That was absolutely delicious. We were gone for what, an hour and a half-ish?
Probably, yeah.
So during that hour and a half-ish that we were gone, how much kiting did you get done?
I got it up 3 times. The rest of the time, I spent 30 minutes entangling one of my lines, and I was like, I gotta get this untangled before Mark gets back.
How'd you tangle it up? What happened?
I don't know. The wing flipped on me, and then when I went to fix it and everything, I picked up on the left side. The right was fine. When I checked it, the left side, I was like, oh, that does not look right. Hold up the right. Yeah. Nope, that doesn't look right. Okay, we got to figure it out. Doing Kyle's little shaky thing and all that. And somehow I got it undone.
Well, that's good.
Took 30 minutes, though.
Probably had one compression knot that was causing all the issues.
They were like overlapping each other. So it was like, I don't know. I just played with it until it undid itself, thankfully.
As usual.
Yeah.
As usual.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Exactly.
It's always going to work.
So we had a really good time. Thank you guys for coming over and hanging with us today and going out and flying. Kind of wish that we were able to go flying more, but we need to stop and get something to eat because we were hungry. You came here and you just had an apple for breakfast.
Yeah, you were nice enough to give me an apple.
I offered to cook breakfast. Like, no, let's go fly, and you're like, just give me an apple. And I'm like, come on, let's go fly.
Yeah, I didn't even get an apple. Thank you.
Oh, would you like an apple?
No, it's too late. And you've already ate my wife's pie, you know.
Man, I tell you, your wife has the best pie and the sugar-free too.
Yeah, you didn't know she had sugar-free pie, did you?
I did not know that, but now I do, and it's really good. It's really good. Get to your website. What is your pie's website?
Okay, so the website's going to be live on Monday. Parachickpies.com. ParachickPies.com.
That's a long .com.
Oh well, it works. Para chicks and it's pie.
ParachickPies.com.
One more time.
ParachickPies.com.
There you you go. I mean, see, you got a marketer right there. You need to have him talking to microphone more often.
Oh, and then Gmail's the same way. Facebook page, try and change the name from the Chocolate Armadillo. Facebook will not change it for me, so I'm going to do a new Facebook page at Mark's suggestion of pear chick pies and just move everything over.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So your Chocolate Armadillo is going to be done forever or what?
I'll keep it up for a while until everybody transfers over to pear chick pies on Facebook. But the way I'm working it, I'm trying to simplify everything to where selling pie coupons. So it includes the shipping and everything. And that way you can give it as a gift to someone, or you can just use it whenever you're ready to use it. You just specify which one you want. There's a menu on the website, and they just choose, they pay for it in advance, and then you can use it whenever you want to.
I wonder if somebody could take a picture of their favorite paramotor or their favorite picture of a paramotor or them on a paramotor. Is there any way that you can transfer that to a edible picture? Could you do that?
Yeah, I used to do birthday cakes all the time when the whole edible photo thing first came about, what, 15 years ago? I get sugar sheets from California. I have a printer at home that's dedicated to only food coloring cartridges. And so I just print them off.
Yeah, you can print anything you want on them. It's crazy.
That is crazy. So we can go over to pearchickpies.com come Monday and order a pie of my choice with a picture of my choice that I can eat. And how long does it take to make and ship?
They're made to order, so they're not made in advance.
So within a week, though.
Oh, well, yeah, wait for that. As soon as you get the order, it'll be made within that same day and then shipped out within 24 hours.
Within a week, you should have your pie.
Shoot, that's awesome.
He's gonna be on. Sean's gonna be on our monthly program that we have. It's called Man Pies, and you just get a different pie every month. It's like a
pie of the month thing.
Yeah, it's a pie of the month box. It's like, hey, Amy, it's time to get Sean's pie to him. Yep. How's that sound?
That sounds good. Hopefully I get a discount on that. That sounds awesome. So yeah, pearchickspies.com. Now you guys also started a business as far as with paramotors with Paraswag USA. So tell me a little bit about the Paraswag USA real quick.
So the Paraswag USA came about. We just, basically we wanted to pay for our habit, and we wanted to help people with not a lot of money get into paramotoring and be able to buy new gear instead of having to look for used gear after they get out of the classes. You get a lot of guys saving up $1,500, $2,000 for school, and then they go through the school, and then they don't have very much money to get equipment. So what we've worked on is we've found a couple of companies that make affordable equipment that we can offer, but we've got some other things that we're working on too. We're working on trying to secure financing with a couple of lenders, so people can actually come to our website. If you don't have $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 to spend, you can actually finance it through a company called Klarna or a firm, and then you can get your gear. And I don't know, it's up to the bank's discretion on if you have to put anything down or anything like that. But
I use a firm actually on a lot of things. I really like that.
So we're looking into that. Hopefully after the first of the year, that'll be offered. And I think that's going to help a lot of guys, and it's going to drive a lot of business to us because we will be able to offer financing for these things.
That is really cool. And what's the .com?
Paraswagusa.com.
That is cool. So cool. It probably sounds really good. I mean, we're doing this live here, but obviously you're listening to this after the fact, but it must sound really good. I got this really cool microphone that it has a lightning connector that connects to my iPad, and it sounds really good. I really enjoy it. This is one of the best microphones that I've got. This is what I was trying to show you right here. I'm going to do a video on it. So as someone's flying, and they're tracking themselves right here on Skyfly High, you on your computer can watch them, zoom in, go around. You can actually see them in 3D. What do you think about that?
That's pretty cool. It's reminding me of the commercial flights where you track your flight to say, where is it when a loved one is flying and when time they're going to land and things like that. I like the spin around 3D part though.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can see exactly where they are.
And then how good is it as far as pinpointing? Like if something happened, you go straight to that spot where that person is, or is it within a radius?
No, this is pinpoint. Have you seen this one right here, Mark?
No, I haven't.
So there I am flying. There's Skyfly High, and this is the 3D. So I can zoom in, or whoever's watching. I mean, anybody that can watch you in 3D see where you are, because there's the tracker that it was before.
You can see your altitude too. I like that.
Altitude,
Yeah.
so you can see everything. You can see exactly where you are. Now, obviously, when we move this forward, you can actually zoom in even closer and see where they are. This is that perspective I was talking about.
That is really cool. Yeah, I haven't played with it as much as you have, evidently.
So you have it on your phone. The app's on your phone. And that's really great. I'm going to have a serious question here. And y'all talking about playing with things. And now Sean is like dying over here.
No, I'm not. I'm just listening to this conversation.
So they have the app on their phone, right?
No. This just is. I think it's livetrack24.com, and you have your own. It's like Facebook. Yeah, Facebook.com/your name, right? Or Parachick Pies, or Paraswag USA, or PPG Grandpa. And this is the same thing. You can go to the livetrack24.com / I think it's user or something like that / and whatever your username is. And then you can watch their flight in real time in 3D. You can zoom in, watch it, see where they're going. And this is really great if you're going to go and do something like a XC or something. And be able to watch this. What I'm going to do is the video that we are watching right now, I'm going to put that in the link description down below. And we're actually going to be doing a video on it later in the future to show what apps are essential and which apps are fun and which apps are great for, family and friends that want to, see what you're doing or see where you're flying and watch it. But yeah, I love being able to zoom in.
You have all this on your phone at one time.
How do I?
How you have the video and that all at one time.
Oh, this is an iPhone, and
okay, that sounded a little
and
smart alecky.
No, this is an iPhone.
This
so
is called a smartphone, Mark. Okay, this is a smartphone. Okay.
Will you let me?
What that is?
Will you let me finish? Come on, guys. Come on. So this is an iPhone, and one of the things that come with it for free is iMovie. Okay, on iMovie, you can take all of your footage and you can manipulate it. It's pretty good because you can do so many different things. So here is the footage right here. And what I did is I put this on here as a picture in picture.
Oh, okay.
So there's a picture in picture.
I got you.
And then you can do another picture in picture on that side right there.
I got you.
And the way to do that, because you get an iPhone, I don't know, do you use iMovie?
I've messed with it before, yeah.
Okay. So your second clip, if you're going to use this for a second clip, you hit your plus and video, and whatever video it is, when you tap it, see those three little dots? Mm-hmm. So you hit that three little dots, and now you got the cutaway, a picture in picture, a split screen. You got your blue screen or audio only.
I like it.
So if you're going to be wanting like an audio only type of thing, you can actually do a video that like this. If this was
you could do a voiceover on the video, right? Exactly. Yeah, I like it.
So there's no reason to use anything else except for I got a Mac Pro and I used my Final Cut for adding in music and doing more in-depth detail. Mm-hmm. So I render everything on my phone, airdrop it to my Mac, and then that's where I put in my different really cool texts and things like that, because this text thing is not all that hot, but Final Cut is really good, and you can add in audio tracks that are free, and you can monetize those tracks.
Okay, so the Find Friends and Family Paramotor tracker is something you log in on their phone, but then you can log in on the computer or your phone and watch them, but they have to be logged in to track them. Right.
I believe that all you have to do is go to, let's see. Hey dogs, chill out. So livetrack24.com and you go, okay? I forgot what my username is. It's PPG Grandpa. So you find the PPG Grandpa, and what you do is you share this. Let me see if I can share it real quick. So let's see, my account, tracks.
This dog is a trip. If I stand up, he freaks out, but if I sit down, he comes right up to me.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah. Here's today's track right here. So here it is, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to view it in 3D because I got the 3D option. So I put it in 3D, and then it brings this up. There's Google Earth. It zooms in right there, and then we can watch it. Let's go ahead and. So what you could have done is you could have watched us fly around today, sitting down at the LZ, waiting.
That would be nice for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, when I had no wind.
And when you had no wind.
Yeah.
So check this out. So there it is. Now you can move it around like this, and you can watch in 3D where they are. You're not quite sure where they are. You can zoom out and see the trail. Now the trail is where we started, and you can actually see where we are.
So they have to log in, and then you watch them live.
I don't know if the user has to. Well, let's see. Let me go ahead and text this to you real quick.
You said log in and then share.
I'm logging in. I'm going to share this real quick. Let me send this to you on your phone.
Okay.
And then tell me if.
Do you know how to share it on my phone?
You know what? I just have to text it to you real quick.
Okay.
Do I have your number?
Messenger. I don't know about my phone.
I don't do. Yeah. Go ahead and type in your phone number real quick.
Okay. What?
Look at him.
Sweet doggy.
What's up, Ruger?
Ruger's a sweet dog.
Would you like to say something, Ruger?
He says a lot.
We tell Hugo to say I love you, and he'll go, boo.
I gotta go, woo, woo, woo. Like, kind of weird. Is that my phone number? I guess that's my phone number.
You don't know your phone number?
I don't call myself.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to you. So if
Okay.
it pops up, then obviously that's your phone number. If it doesn't pop up, somebody's going to be like,
There it is. That's me.
Now,
Okay.
now we did bring you some shirts and a couple of mixing balls that I need to see given away. If I don't see this stuff given away, then I'll know that you just kept it.
yeah, you're giving me a bunch of shirts and some swag. Well, of course I'm going to keep it. Yeah, okay, we'll give it away. Darn it. Hey, speaking about giving away, since this is just an audio podcast, and if you're still listening to us, do me a favor and email me ppggrandpa@gmail.com. Tell me that you listen to the bonus podcast for Paraswag USA and parachickpies.com, and let us know that you are watching, I'm listening, and we'll send you something free in the mail. That's ppggrandpa@gmail.com. So
There
hit,
it goes.
so what, yeah, there you go. So
Yeah.
so you can track, so you can, there it is.
But this is today's past one. They still have to log in and share for live action.
If they just log in to your channel, you should be able to see all of them.
Oh,
And
I'll
when
log into your channel.
Right.
Okay, got it.
Right.
Okay.
Well, as long as you go to that particular page, you'll be
Right.
able to see all the ones. And when one pops up and we start to fly, then it'll show live.
Okay.
And then you just go to the live one. This is all going to be on a future.
Yes, let's have a detailed instructions on this. I like it.
So you do like it, right?
I do. I love it. It's great. It's a little more safe. Don't you think?
From the house.
I can. This is more advanced tracking, though.
It'll be like I just landed, and she'll be calling me like, "Hey, I noticed you just landed." I'm like, "Holy cow, really?"
Or I could be meeting you with something to eat and drink.
Like
you know?
last time.
Yeah.
That was.
I know. 'Cause you have a good wife. I'm nice like that.
Yeah. Do you have a good husband?
Yeah, I got a wing.
So it's not the husband, it's the
If you
wing.
wouldn't have gotten a wing, would you still have a good husband?
Still, but not as good.
What?
Wow.
Dogs are knocking over stuff as they're playing around because we didn't take them out today. And
We have
And
one that
walk
stays
'em.
in the kennel all day when we're at work, and when we get home, he's got like 3 days of pent up energy.
Well, now because he had surgery on Monday, so he's extra time in the kennel.
so anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this in the future.
Okay.
and this will be pretty cool. But anyways, guys, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about? We talked about your kiting, your wing.
Yeah, and you're an awesome teacher.
Aw, and your pies.
Yep.
Awesome host.
Yes.
Great host.
Good cook. Good food. And I know I will do Fonzie from now on.
There you go.
Another layer of learning to my stuff from Nadine and Mark and now you. So.
Well, that's the way. That's what actually seemed to work for me when I started to learn to kite, and I kited for 4 or 5 months before I put on the motor. I wanted to make sure I knew that wing, and let me tell you, going from an Afghan with rope to my first Roadster 3, it was like, wow, this is amazing. I can do anything with it, and I learned how to do almost everything on that ground handling challenge, up to the Cobra, and I started to learn the 360. That is interesting. Have you ever?
I haven't tried the 360. I can Cobra. I can do all the other stuff. I just haven't done a helico yet.
Because you're just that good.
Kiting came easy to me. I spent 20 years flying airplanes and helicopters, RC stuff. So, reverse flight did not bother me because things are reversed. So I'm used to that already. So I kited with Kyle O'Glee for 3 days, and on the 4th day I towed, and then I motored.
So Kyle was your instructor?
Kyle O'Glee was my instructor. I was one of the first students, me and David Hamlin, and I kind of got lucky and got to do a pay-as-you-go deal, and I had 4 lessons, and I was in the air.
Wow. You're shaking your head no?
It's no longer pay as you go. So people don't get your hopes up on that one. Don't say false advertising.
Yeah, that was I got lucky on that deal. He just told me, he said, Mark, he goes, however many lessons it takes you to get in the air, that's how many it'll take. And I'm like, let me see how fast I can get this done.
Did he start off with like doing $100 a lesson or $100 a thing?
That's exactly what I did. I did $100 a lesson, and so in theoretics, I've trained with Kyle O'Glee for $400.
Wow.
We're going to have some mad people out there. They're going to want the pay-as-you-go prize.
Well, that was how many years ago?
That was a little over 2 years ago, and I got a lot for my money because I still get something from him every time I see him, and we fly pretty regular. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've flown with Kyle because that's where we usually go to fly is with Kyle.
He's a great guy. I mean, he's willing to help anybody and everybody. You show up if he's not busy with students or whatever, and if you're a past student, I mean, he'll just watch, even at the pair party and just give suggestions. So he's a really good guy.
Did you guys get like a graduation coin or something from Kyle or a T-shirt or anything?
No, I mean, we've tried to get him to start doing that, to start giving out T-shirts. He's just not into it. His passion is teaching people how to get in the sky. That's all he worries about.
I get sweaty hugs, though. So every time I see him, we have this running joke, hey, you want a sweaty hug?
Yeah, he's good, man. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, he's got oily skin. He can train anybody, I think.
Yeah. I've never seen Kyle get frustrated, ever.
Except the one time that he was trying to train people, and I decided to foot drag 15 times down through the LZ, and he had guys circling that wanted to land.
So you were the bad guy.
I was the bad guy that day.
Mark is the guy that was like, I'm having a great time. I'm just going to keep coming. I'm going to try foot drag. And he was proud of himself. So Kyle had like 4 people at least in the air trying to get him to land. And when he was getting, first time guys here up in the air. And he would get ready to bring them in to land. And here comes Mark. And then it got to the point and Kyle looks at me and goes, can you call him? Does he have his phone? I said, well, he usually does. Let me try. I said, I'll try to call him, see if he has it on, and try to call. No answer. And I looked at Kyle. I was like, sorry, he's not picking up. I guess he didn't have his phone, Bluetooth into his headset. And so Kyle's like waving. Mark's like, yeah, okay. And and Kyle's like waving like, go away, not...
He was pointing over to the left, so I was go to the left. But finally, I mean, when I landed, I finally figured out what was going on, and I bet I apologized to him 15 times. He's like, Mark, I am not mad at you. He says, that's what we do out here. He goes, just next time, foot drag the tall grasses to the LZ. So,
When Mark landed, I walked over to him, and I whispered, I said, Kyle's been trying to get these guys to land, and I tried to call you. He was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. I said, to go tell him.
Well, it was my first foot drag. I mastered it, and I'm like, this is freaking fun. So I just
The
kept
next time that
doing
you
it.
come down here, we need to go down to the sod farm and do an endless foot drag.
Oh, I love foot dragging. I won't do any water or anything because I just don't trust the water. But I've seen some people wipe out. But yeah, man, tall grass, little
No,
stuff.
no, this is a sod farm.
So
we're
short.
yeah.
Yeah, I can handle it.
So we can do an endless, do the figure eight and do an endless foot drag.
There we go. We can do that.
You ever done an endless?
Infinity. We'll do an infinity
That's the endless
sign.
foot drag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that? He asked.
No.
Okay.
Okay. We definitely got to do that then. It's really nice. It's fun, especially when you got the sod farm and the wind over there is so laminar. One of the things I really like about it is I had a storm off to the west and a storm off to the east. I mean, water was just pouring down. You can see it in my little bubble. Nothing. It was just beautiful. It's so nice there. Those dogs are making so much noise. But that's the whole part of it.
Well,
Hey, so we were doing that 10-minute podcast. I think we went just a little bit over.
Yeah, as usual.
I said Mark would be talking, and it's not going to be 10 minutes.
Well, we had a really good time. Anything else that we want to say before we kill this podcast? And you guys got to
Just say thank you for inviting us over and to your house and cooking for us and flying with us. That was great. I appreciate it.
Being patient and calm, and you'll be a great instructor.
Well, thank you guys for coming over. I mean, this has been a really fun Saturday. I appreciate it. The thing that would have been absolutely amazing is if my wife flew. Yeah. And
We're going to get her on a tandem. I keep telling her, I said, you're going to love it. I even told you, get her on a tandem.
this is
ASAP.
this is the first time that my wife has actually been here on a podcast. But since it's not video,
Yeah.
she's fine with it. Do you want to say anything on the podcast, wife? She's like, no, I'm not the.
She's good.
I'm fine. You
Okay,
do.
so I got an idea. Kyle does para party the day after Thanksgiving. This is the day for Christmas, isn't it? Yeah, Christmas was yesterday. Gosh, it goes by quick and slow. Who knows? You need to keep doing this, flying the day after Christmas.
As long as it's a Saturday
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
always
not
invite
working.
Somebody new. Just somebody new every Christmas.
Kyle has people new all the time. A group of 20 and 30.
Invite Matt over here. Matt, you'd be surprised. Matt might show up. He likes going and flying different places.
We have a 300-acre family farm that's kind of grown up now. But if we are able to bush hog some of that stuff down, we could have a nice little get
People
together.
bring their campers, all that. Yeah. Next year, PPG Grandpa.
Paraswag USA is definitely going to do a fly-in next year. We're going to have to figure the logistics out and everything. But
When you say next year, are you talking about in a couple of days next year or like 2022?
I'm talking 2021.
I have a feeling it's going to be at his farm.
I don't know. We'd have to get, like I said, it's a family farm, and you have to get a lot of family to say, sure, go ahead and bring everybody buzzing around here. So I don't know about that. But anyways, what do you think about the airport?
Airport's it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice little airport. Love
They gave
it.
us all of that land that we played on. We don't have to worry about airplanes or nothing. That's just ours. It's really awesome. But anyways, anything that you guys want to say before we head on out?
Just like I said, just appreciate the hospitality, and please check out paraswagusa.com.
Awesome. And what's your
Lord.
I'm going to do your little speed.
I can't do it that good.
The best you can.
Parachickpies.com.
That works. No, that works. I think everybody's going to remember that one. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. This is PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast. This was a bonus episode, only audio. You will not see this on video because, hey, it's not even a video.
Yeah.
Hey, there is a video. Look at my video camera. It caught it all. It caught it all. Hey, I should dub that
You could.
with this and actually put it on the internet. Hey, then you're going to be on it. Robbie's on it. That's
There
awesome.
you go.
Robbie's in the house.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. And thank you guys for coming over. Thank you for being on my podcast. Truly appreciate you. I got a bunch of shirts and stickers and some other swag that I get to give away. Thank you for leaving these here with me. I might have to keep some of these. And I know, right?
We'll give you pie coupons to give away.
Woo, pie coupons. And catch us every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central at ClearPropTV.com. I can't do this good stuff. I just can't.
ClearPropTV.com.
There you go. That's it. Thank you all for listening. Catch you next time. Bye.